Hi, and welcome to today's topic. My name is Ritu Bra, and I am the Girl Boss Method. I'm joined here today by Daniela from DDC Fitness. So, Daniela is also a female fat loss coach, and she just wants to help women out there get into their best shape, without all the diet restrictions that are often put out there to us, or when we are thinking about getting into that best shape. So Daniela's here with me today. Daniela, hi, how are you? How's your day been?
I'm good, thank you. How are you? I just finished my workout. I went to the gym this morning, really feeling pumped, excited. And yeah, I was just waiting for my taxi that was very late. But we're here now. So thank you so much for having me. It's always nice to have me here, to be discussing these topics with you that we know are going to help more people, that we know maybe some girls are struggling with, and we know that we can share our knowledge and our experiences regarding these topics to ensure that you guys can learn from this and that you guys can improve or, get better with your fitness and with your journey and everything like that.
Yeah, no
So
doubt.
what are we talking about?
So today, Daniela, we are going to talk about gym anxiety because this is a big deal, right? And have you ever experienced gym anxiety yourself?
Yeah, I have. And like something that's very, very funny, like I've been training for so many years now, like so many years. And I just came, I went, I'm on a holiday right now in Peru, different country, so
Yeah.
busy, different gym. And
Yeah.
even though I've been training for so many years and I feel like I'm pretty confident at the gym, going to the new gym for the first time, new people, new environment, new language, new everything. I have to admit, I had a little bit of that gym anxiety going to the gym for the first time. And it just shows you like gym anxiety is something that happens, I wouldn't say all the time, but it can happen to you, even if you're someone who's very, very experienced. But when you change environments and when you try something that's completely different from what you used to, this can happen. But it's one of those things that the more you do it, the better you get at dealing with anxiety and making sure that anxiety doesn't hold you back from going to the gym, doesn't hold you back from doing the things that you have to do. But yeah, I have to say that I did experience that literally 2 weeks ago when I went to the new gym back home. Right, I mean
Wow.
here.
Wow. Yes, because it is obviously a different location, a different time zone, different language as well, right? So
Yeah.
well, I guess New Zealand you speak English, and in Peru where you are right now, do you speak Spanish?
Yeah, we speak Spanish. Like I do speak Spanish, but it's just so different because I'm so used to just people around me talking in English the whole time, literally
Mm.
the whole time, 7. And then when you come here and then you have people talking in Spanish 24/7, something that I'm not used to anymore. It's like, what's going on here? Like, I feel like I cannot communicate properly, or I feel like, I don't know, it was just like, my mind overthinking, which it can sometimes happen. You just make these scenarios up in your mind, which we know it's not true, but you just think and overthink. And I was just like, relax, everything's gonna be okay. You know how to use equipment, you know how to use the machines. And they have so many like machines here and really cool machines that I had no idea how to use them. And sometimes you have those thoughts in your mind, like, I'm gonna look stupid if I don't know how to use the machine. Like I don't want to look dumb if I don't know how to use the machine. But then I tell myself, like, this is something literally new for you. Why are you gonna feel embarrassed? Who cares what people say? Who cares if they're looking at you? Who cares if maybe you're taking your time trying to find out how to use the machine? Go ask for help. Like there's literally trainers, like 4 or 5 trainers walking around the whole time. I was like, don't be embarrassed. You're a trainer
Yeah.
too. Like go reach out to them and ask them how to use this machine, because this is honestly a machine that I have not seen in New Zealand. So I was like, hey, do you mind me showing me how to use this? And I was like, don't let that anxiety hold you back.
What
But yeah,
machine was
it's
it?
funny, don't you?
What
They
machine?
have so many, like, yeah, the one that I was struggling with, it's like a vertical like press, but it's not like the one that it's like this, but it's like literally like very vertical. So you pretty much like on the floor, there's a bench
Yeah.
there, but you pretty much, and then your legs go up. But I just didn't know how to use the handles to unlock the thing and then push up and down. Yeah, I mean, it's
I
a real cool
know.
machine.
Yeah, I know the one you mean actually, and there is like you could say a bodybuilding strength focused gym not far from me that me and my partner visit on occasion. That can you can sometimes get a bit of gym anxiety as well because people there really do know their shit. And it's not to say that I don't, but the equipment is like a whole nother level. And yeah, I just feel like, yeah, they've got that same machine there. So it doesn't have the same equipment that you're used to at your own home gym, or that you might find in a lot of regular gyms out there. But yeah, gym anxiety, do you know what? Again, it depends. It's about getting into like being in a new environment. You know, you've got your program, you know what you're doing. That's the first thing that's going to help you, ladies, with gym anxiety, actually knowing what you're doing and actually knowing how to use the equipment that's there and that's available for you. So, you know, first of all, have a plan. But yeah, when you go to different gym environments, so I guess the way that I've kind of got around that is that when me and my partner have been on holiday, we make it a thing now to just go to the gym. So we go to a completely different gym and we'll train together. So that's almost like we're both working it out together. That's what I found has helped. But many, many years ago, Daniela, so I've been training for a long time as well. So I can say like literally probably about 20 years ago, if maybe just a little bit less. But I remember when it wasn't a thing for girls to like go in and use a squat rack, like literally as simple as that, you know, to go into the heavy gym weights area. So here in England, we used to have a lot of female sections in gyms, and this was kind of making it more a mixed gym, but you'd still get it a very heavily male dominated area. And I've still seen that now. But I remember once going, literally locking myself in the toilet and going, right, you're going to go to the squat rack. You're not going to look at anyone. You're going to just walk straight in there. You know what you're doing. You know what you're psyching myself up. And I know I can see it in your face now as well. But like hearing that, it's like, wow, that is proper gym anxiety. But like I was having to psych myself up to go and do this. But yeah, so I guess, yeah, we can appreciate it. Everybody gets it when they start out, right?
Yeah, we all do. Trust me, we all do. Like me and Richie, we've been training for so many years now, but we still get it every now and then. Like if someone comes and tells you, like, I never get gym anxiety. I've been training for 20 years and I never, ever, ever get gym anxiety. I don't know if that's the case, but if they don't get it, good on them. But I can guarantee 99% of people in the world gets gym anxiety. They might not tell you, or they might not look like they're having that anxiety. But trust me, you don't know what's going on in their minds. You don't know how they're feeling. So don't assume something just because you see someone more experienced. Don't feel like that person knows better. I want to be like that person because she or he looks more confident. You know nothing, my friend. You know nothing. So why don't we, and something else I want to share, like,
yes.
Also, this is something that my clients have been discussing with me literally this week. So many of them have told me, like, I'm really having this gym anxiety. I'm really feeling anxious before going to the gym. Like one of them, she literally didn't go to the gym. Like, I mean, she drove to the gym, but she was about to get out of a car to go to the gym, like, to go in. But she's like, no, I can't. There's just gym anxiety is getting too much. And she messaged me straight away. And I was like, okay, first of all, you need to remember that you're already there. You already drove all the way there. So don't waste your petrol, because the last thing that you want is to waste your petrol and then go back home. You're there, go inside. Don't get your workout done if you don't want to, but just literally go in, walk around, pretend you're looking for someone. That's what I told her. Pretend you're looking for someone so you can get a little bit more familiar with the equipment. So you know, okay, the cardio machines are here, the free weights are here, the stretching section is here, you know, the bathroom is here. Just knowing more about your environment, just learning where things are, that's one step that's going to help you with that anxiety. Because sometimes when we don't know where things are, when we don't know how to use the machine, how to set up those machines, that can really give you that anxiety. But getting familiar with the space and with the environment, it's something that can truly, truly help. And that's literally what she did. She was like, okay, stop with this anxiety. I'm going to go in. I'm going to pretend I'm looking for my friend. And then after that, she was fine. Like, obviously, she wasn't feeling 100% better, but she's like, I feel a little bit better now. Like, I don't have that anxiety is not too much right now. So like, thank you for that. So yeah, doing something like that can also help you guys. So if you maybe going to a new gym, or even if it's something familiar, but you just don't remember where the machines are because you're getting too anxious, literally just walk around, pretend you're looking for someone, pretend you're looking for something, and just get familiar with the space, because I think that's a big thing that can really, really help you with that.
definitely agree with that. That's a great one. Yeah, you're almost going into a little bit of an acting mode, you know, trying to
Yeah.
and you're doing something, but really you're trying to suss out your surroundings. Yeah, no, definitely. That's great. Other things that you could hide in the toilet.
No,
Sorry,
don't do
sorry.
that. Don't do that.
But I was going to say, if you are experiencing gym anxiety, and let's say you're feeling apprehensive about going in, I mean, look, we've all been there. We've been beginners, or just start with something similar. And even if you are quite a seasoned trainer and, you know, maybe you're a personal trainer yourself, or, you know, you've been going to the gym for years, workout, firstly, you need to know what you're going to train. So have a plan in your head. Hey, it's leg day, or today I'm going to train my back, whatever it is. And then in your head, kind of go, okay, let me pick the first 3 exercises in my head that I'm going to go, that I know that every gym is going to have, right? They've always got a lat pull down machine of some sort. Maybe you even want to go towards the dumbbell area and go, right, I'm going to pick up some dumbbells and do some dumbbell press or something. So you're going to think about picking some exercises that you're really familiar with. And you know, when for females, maybe the upper body is not always the place that they will go to. Maybe it's the legs. Like females will feel stronger and more confident with legs. And I think we generally train legs more than guys do, for sure, right? So maybe even going in and picking up a dumbbell, finding a TRX, just go in and start with some squats. You know, you don't have to go straight for the barbell and worry that everyone's going to be looking at you, or someone's going to come over, or you know, you might find that this gym, the squat rack, you know, you're unsure of how to set the bar to the right level because it's different than what you're used to. Just go in and do something real easy, something that you might even practice at home. So like even if you're new to the gym and you've got a program, like firstly, Daniela, having a plan, maybe even going through the motions at home before you go and do that plan in the gym, like opening your app, seeing what your coach has sent you or what they've set you, looking at the exercises, maybe even messaging your coach to ask for some more in-depth detail. One of the other things that I get to my clients to do, Daniela, I don't know if you do this as well, but especially if they're unsure of an exercise, I get them to film it for me. Film me the exercise.
Yeah.
Let's work out.
Yeah.
Let me give you the thumbs up and tell you that you're doing it well, or here are some tweaks. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Found helpful.
Yeah. I do think, like you said, like having that structure, but something that I like that you mentioned is like going over the exercises or over your routine before going to the gym also helps. Because if you're familiar with, okay, my first exercise is going to be squats. I'm going to be doing 3 sets of 10 reps. The second one, I need to go to the leg press. Just getting a little bit more familiar with the workout is the same as getting familiar with the space, with the environment. The more familiar with you are with something, the easier it's going to be for you to do that thing. Obviously, when you're at the gym, you might not be able to remember from the top of your head, okay, how many reps for the squats, you know, how many sets and reps, but just knowing, okay, first exercise is going to be squats, then I need to move on to my leg press, and then leg extensions, and then my cardio, and then I'm done. Try that, and that's also going to help you. And I think something else that can really, really help you, it's to wear something that makes you feel comfortable. Because there's nothing more annoying than wearing something just because you like it or just because you think it looks good. But if it's like too tight, or you know, like it's too much, you're simply gonna be like pulling your top down, or like doing things, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I don't feel comfortable.
How do you feel about those scrunch bottom leggings that literally look like asses eating your trousers?
Yeah.
Sorry, ladies. Look, if you have confidence and you feel great wearing that, you do it. But if you are experiencing gym anxiety, just wear something that makes you feel good. Like, I don't think I could do that unless I knew I was like, you know, really, really pumped in my head. And I was like, I love these and I'm feeling myself today and I'm going to walk in and everyone's going to look at me and who cares? But
Yeah, I tried them once. Like, yeah, my sister bought them like a few weeks ago, and
Yeah.
I was like, I want to try this just to see how they feel.
Mm.
And to me, they don't feel comfortable at all. I don't know if it was like the brand that she bought, the material. I don't know what it was, but I was like, there's no way I can wear this to the gym. Like I find them really cute. I think they look cute on some girls. But if you feel comfortable with them, go for them, do whatever you want to do. But if it's something that doesn't make you feel comfortable, don't do that to yourself. Especially if you're training legs, especially if you're gonna be squatting, doing that leg press, doing those lunges, Romanian deadlifts that you need to use your ass to do the movement. Wear something that is comfortable. Wear something that
Your
you're
ass is going to be
not afraid.
stretching.
Exactly. That's what I had to say. Your ass is gonna be stretching. So if they
Mm.
stretch too much, maybe, and don't wear something that is see-through because that's very uncomfortable.
Oh
Like
yeah.
if you know you're wearing like leggings, maybe they're like a really, I don't know, like a light brown or something like that, and they're see-through. If you know they're see-through, wear something around your waist. So when you're squatting, nothing's gonna be see-through. Because
Good.
yeah, that's just uncomfortable. I don't like that at all. For me personally, knowing that okay, this leggings are a little bit see-through, I will either wear a top that's really, really long, like an oversized top, or just put something around my waist to cover my bottom. Yeah, because that will make you feel like conscious the whole time, like looking behind, like, can they see my undies? Can they see my undies? And that just give you that, yeah, it's gonna give you that anxiety even more. So wear
Yeah.
something comfortable.
And you know what? On the same topic, when you're like on your period and you're going to go to the gym, like
Mm,
for me, I'm like, I don't want my butt on show. I'm not going to wear light colored
yeah.
leggings. I like just personally, I just go for the baggy t-shirts look cool anyway. Baggy t-shirt, or if I'm gonna wear like if it's a hot and I want to wear a smaller, tighter top, that's fine. But maybe I'll wear like darker leggings or something.
Yeah.
We've still got to train during all these sort of times and over the month. And but yeah, it definitely, I know that if I'm on and yeah, I don't feel so confident, but I want to go and train because sometimes, just going to the gym when you're on your period actually feels really good. Just
Mm,
moving. I mean, I don't know about you if you get like stiffness and aching and, maybe you've just been sat for so long because you have been in pain, just getting out to the gym and like moving your body a bit, walking,
yeah.
walking on the treadmill, I don't know, maybe even doing squats.
Yeah, like I personally love working out even when I'm on my period. Obviously, my strength, oh, sorry, maybe my strength isn't gonna be there. Like I might not feel that strong, but yeah, I know some people, like some of my clients, they don't have the energy, they don't have anything to train during those days because they get really bad cramps. So I guess like it's different for everyone. I personally don't get many cramps, luckily. Thank God for that.
I'm very
Yeah,
lucky in that aspect. I'd definitely say maybe like my mental energy drops. I definitely feel that. But in
yeah.
terms of like physical, maybe I might feel stiff and stuff, but then it's like more of a
Mm.
reason for me to get out.
Yeah, I think it helps. I think it helps. Like obviously if you can get up, don't push yourself. But
No,
if it's too bad, yeah, and you're able to get it
doing
done.
something, even if it's like going to the gym and like having a stretch, or
Yeah.
doing like a gentle class or something, or
Yeah.
yeah, whatever that looks like for you. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, because that's
Yeah.
what that's a real thing actually. Being on your period and having anxiety about going to the gym. That's
Exactly.
definitely it. It's the same thing there, definitely.
Yeah, because the last thing you want is for people to see everything and if
Mm,
something goes wrong, because you never know, things can go wrong, life is life and something happened. And I feel like if it does happen, that will make you feel embarrassed for life and maybe you will never go back to the gym. So yeah, just again, wear something comfortable, and wear something that you like. Don't wear something just because it's fashionable or it's trendy. If you like it, obviously go for it. But
yeah.
don't copy what everyone else is doing just because it's on Instagram or just because you see it everywhere on TikTok. Do what makes you feel comfortable because you're gonna be the one wearing that clothes. You're gonna be the one showing up to the gym. You're gonna be the one doing those exercises. So if you're copying someone else, trust me, that anxiety is gonna be up here. But if you're wearing something and doing something that makes you feel good, that anxiety it's gonna be down here. So just do you, my friend. Stop copying everything, social media to social media. You don't have to do everything that you see.
No, definitely. Yeah, so I guess that does mostly cover the gym anxiety. Was there anything that you can kind of think of that your clients are experiencing? Maybe even going at quieter times to the gym, like
Yeah.
often? Would that be
I was,
another
yeah,
suggest?
I was just gonna mention that because I know like for my girls, like mornings and afternoon after work, it's really, really busy. Some of them are able to do during lunchtime, which is great because it's not that busy. But try to always find a time that you feel comfortable going. But at the end of the day, like maybe if only after work, it's the only time that you can go to the gym. And obviously after work, gyms are always, always busy. Just put your music on. Forget that there's people around you, even though there's people around you. But just remember that everyone goes to the gym to get the workouts done. They don't go to the gym to look at you. They don't go to the gym to look at people or criticize people. We go to the gym to work on our shoulders, our legs, our mindset, our everything. So just remember that they're all there with the same purpose as you are. And trust me, they don't care about you. People don't know you. I mean, people don't care about you. So put your music on, put something that you like, something that's gonna make you feel pumped, that's gonna make you feel excited, and get that thing done. Because once you get it done, the more you do it, the better it gets. But people are not looking at you, people don't care about you. Maybe you may like cross eyes with them because it happens, when you're walking, they might look at
Staring
you
into the
yeah, just like say hi, smile, but that
yeah.
happened. Everyone is thinking about their own problems up here. They're not
And your
thinking about like, what is this girl doing?
head is just like you just sometimes I've done it plenty of times.
Mm.
Me and this woman the other day, I think she came off the lying leg curl and I was sat doing like leg extensions and I was just looking in her direction and then she got up and just looked at me as well and then we just both laughed. So yeah, exactly. It's just, everything that you've said, Daniela, we're here to better ourselves, and anyone who is being like that, like I don't know. I don't really know how common that is anymore. I think most people, they're in the gym, to better themselves. Should be a
Yeah.
non-judgmental place, and yeah, if it's not that, then change gyms.
Change gyms, indeed, yeah. Or
Yeah.
go with a friend, yeah. Go with a friend if that makes you feel more comfortable. Go with your sister, your cousin, your friend, your best friend, your boyfriend, if you can, because having that someone that it always gives you that confidence boost. It makes you feel better when you are with that person. So if you can take them along with you, help them in their journey, get that workout done with your friend, and then that's gonna make you feel better. And again, the more you do something, the better it's gonna be. And yeah, the more familiar you're gonna get with the space, the more familiar you're gonna get with the workouts, with equipment, with everything. So don't let that anxiety hold you back. Don't let that bring you down, and don't let that stop you from reaching your goals. But something else I really want to talk about, it's still anxiety, but how sometimes anxiety can make you isolate you from people or isolate you from your goals, in the sense that maybe you stop talking to your coach, maybe you stop reaching out or asking for help because you're embarrassed that your coach is going to judge you because you are not going to the gym or you're not sticking to the meal plan or to the workout plan. But is this something that you have experienced with your own clients? Like, do you have people or girls maybe not being that responsive because I have that anxiety, and then they tell you, hey, sorry, I hadn't been responsive, but it's because this happened and this is how I felt?
Yeah, look, from time to time that can happen. And all I can say is that one of my girls was really so open the other day. And, it's so nice when clients do message me because that's what I'm here for. And similarly for you, that's what you're there for your clients. We're here to be, somebody that you can speak to honestly and openly without judgment. We're here to help you navigate through difficult times, through difficult tasks. We're here to create variety within your workouts, adapt things for you, help give you that motivation, that accountability. So if something doesn't feel right, like, open up to your coach, have a talk to us about it, and I guess also, yeah. So one of the girls reached out to me the other day and was like, "Oh, I'm feeling really crap. I'm on my period, and okay, like let's think about this." And I think she was like worried about going over her calories and stuff, and they gave her that reassurance and said, "Look, it's better to feel, satisfied than just like." Again, I was proud of her as well for doing that. Just keeping that honesty, that communication. Like there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. We do need extra calories, some of us, when we are on that time of specific times of the months. That differs for everyone, again, depending on, we all feel like hunger and stuff at different times of our cycle. So yeah, it was really nice to be able to reassure her. And I guess on the same topic, Daniela, I did speak to someone who has had, they opened up to me again about a poor experience that they'd had with a previous coach. And they felt like, and again, guys, this is red flag zone. If your coach is telling you that you are not allowed to eat certain things, don't eat this. I think she told me that her coach had said, if you ever feel like you want to eat something bad, pick up the phone and I'll remind you of your goal. What the hell? That is absolutely disgusting. That's awful. That's setting someone up for like some real disordered eating issues. That's really, it's really nasty, and it's not, you're not helping that client. And then she said to me that all it makes her want to do is hide and basically not tell this coach. And I think she'd also mentioned another experience where she told the coach, and I think this is probably where it started, where she was going to a barbecue and she sort of said, can I eat X, Y, and Z when I go to this barbecue? And the coach said no. And she said, well, I ignored the coach and I just carried on anyway. That's red flags. Like if you look, there's but Daniela, you and I, we're part of an amazing network where we do actually know some amazing coaches, whether that we've met them through our own mentorships and things that we've been on, or through our education, whether at university or extra courses that we've done. We've really networked with amazing coaches that all have wonderful specificities or specialist areas. But if you've got that coach that is giving you those red flag signs and telling you what to eat and what not to eat, you need to dump them. Sorry.
Yeah, I feel like no one should tell you like you need to eat this, or like you don't need to eat this. If you do, give me a call. Like, is that coach gonna be available 24/7? Well, if I'm having those cravings, it's 3 a.m. and then I give you a call. Obviously, you're not gonna pick up because you're sleeping. And what am I gonna do? Then that girl's gonna feel so lonely, so guilty that she's not able to eat anything. And yeah, and that's just not creating a healthy relationship with food.
No,
Because I
and
feel
that's
like that will, yeah.
Sorry to cut you there, but that's what we both stand for, Daniela. You and I are both, like I said it before, you're all about helping people get into, the shape that they want to without these sort of aggressive diets and unrealistic diets, right?
Exactly. I feel like that will only make you have that relationship with food that like there's good food and there's bad food. There's only that and nothing else. And that's something that you don't want to have. Like that's not something you want long term. Like, do you really want to live like this forever? Do you really want to be calling your coach every single day you have those cravings? Yeah, it's just sad. I feel like this industry is so saturated right now with so many amazing coaches, yes, but also with so many people that maybe they're good, for themselves, like they can do that training that work on themselves. But when it comes to helping other people, maybe they just don't know how to deal with different people. They don't know how to share the knowledge in a different way, because what works for you might not work for the other person. So as coaches, we have to know we have to get to know the person first to understand how they work, and then we can adjust our work and knowledge to them.
Yeah.
Because if you try to tell someone, do this, don't do that, do this, don't do that, that's not really coaching. That's just being a boss. That's just bossing someone around. And good coaching is not about being just a leader. It's about working together as a team. Yes, you are the one with the more knowledge, but that person is going to be the one following the meal plan and the training program. So we have to ensure that that person is also on the same page as us. It's something completely different, which it's sad. I think it's very, yeah. Listening skills is number one
They
thing.
need to be able to like listen, you know. Yeah, I think that's so valid. Going to your coach should feel like a safe space where maybe sometimes there are some things that you can't talk to with your family members or your friends, because you are fear that they are going to judge you, although they say things from a kind space. But again, even when you are considering that coach, just have a look at what their qualifications are, their certifications, their testimonials, the recommendations. You know, what is their speciality, what is their experience in helping you do the thing that you do, what is their ethos, what do they believe in. And this is why having that conversation and getting on that phone call with your coach before you join a program is so important, because you, coach and client, need to qualify each other. Really, we need to know that we're going to be compatible, and we are, the lines of communications are going to be there. And at the end of the day, it's going to be a pleasure to have that relationship between us. And Daniela, again, just one last point as well, but when you are thinking about cost, it's not just about going out and, buying you're not picking a product off a shelf. You're thinking about an investment. This is an investment in your future, in your life, in your health, where you are right now. It's not looking at the short term to penny pinch and think, that's it, I've got the information. It's so much more than that, right?
Yeah, because we're talking about your health and your mental health. It's not just about having that six pack. It's not just about having those amazing triceps and biceps. It's more about how you feel on the inside. It's more about how, your confidence levels, how much you can improve that, how much better you can feel, all the knowledge that you can learn and gain from this journey. So yeah, when you're thinking about getting better or starting with your fitness journey, think about this as an investment. Because if you want a cheap option, you're simply going to get cheap results that are only going to be short term. If that's what you want, go for it. But if you want this for the long term, if you want this to be something part of your lifestyle, if you want the gym or eating healthy, making better choices, be something, be some, how do you say this? Like, be something that's like embodied in you.
Yes, a part of you,
A
right?
part of you, yes. Then just like how you invest money to go to uni to gain more knowledge, just how you invest money on a car, just how you invest money on a house, which those are things that are going to help you day to day. Car to get you to places, house to have a roof to be living in every single day. You need to have that knowledge to be able to have a career and develop and grow and have more money and be successful. The same thing is with your health. The same thing is with your fitness. I don't know why. I think the reason maybe why people overthink or overlook when it comes to coaching is because they're like, oh, coaching is just for the people that want to look like bodybuilders, or for the people that are too selfish and they just worry about how they look. Again, guys, think about your mental health. Think about your body. Think about your long-term health, because this is not just about looking pretty, but this is more about how you feel and the things that you do now. It's what's going to help you, make you or break you in the future. If you want to be healthy, don't wait any longer. If you want to have some issues in the future, be old, not be able to walk because you didn't exercise when you were younger, do it. But my advice, don't do it, because you want to be able to live longer. You want to be able to have that healthy life, that happy life that you can create for yourself. It's all in your hands. No one else can do it for you. No one else can force you to do anything. Yes, we are here to help, but we can never push anyone to do something they don't want to do. At the end of the day, it's up to you. Up to you what you want to do. Up to you how much you want to invest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think invest in what you want to do. I think those are the main two things.
It's got to make work, right? It's got to make sense. Sorry, that's it. It's got to align with your ethos and your values.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Daniela, I think that's been such an amazing discussion today. So important, gym anxiety, and actually also thinking about coaching as well, and how you choose your coach, or even how your coach chooses you. It's an investment. It's a long-term investment that you need to think about. But Daniela, you've added some amazing information. I've definitely learned a lot from our conversation today, and I really appreciate us being able to do this. And I feel like I've lost count in terms of how many podcasts we've put together.
I think maybe 4. I think this will be, I think 4. But I feel like we're gonna be doing this like a weekly thing. So
I think so.
yeah.
Yeah. 2 heads are always better than one, right?
100%. Your knowledge with my knowledge combined, it's much, much better.
No, definitely. You're not wrong there. I really appreciate it. It's amazing to put 2 different worlds, of experience together and just create something amazing. Daniela, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here. So for those of you that are, listening in, well, you are listening in, but for those of you that are listening in for the first time, and you're hearing, this is the first time you've come across both Daniela and I, you can find Daniela on Instagram at Danielle Del Carpio. So Daniela owns or runs the wonderful coaching for her female clients. It's called the DDC Fitness. And I have also been with you today. My name is Richu Bra. You can find me at Richu Bra, and I'll spell that out for you. RICHUBRAR, and I am the Girl Boss Method. Thank you.